Hi, good morning everyone, and welcome to the second workshop of Learn, an initiative of Reskill and Spark here. I hope all of you have practiced your AR effect that were taught to you yesterday by Chavi in the first workshop. Today she'll be teaching you some more elements and some more features of Spark AR, how to modify your AR effects. So without wasting any time, let's invite Chavi. Hi Chavi.
Hi everyone. Hi Iska sir.
Hi, over to you.
Great. Welcome you all in the today's workshop, and today we will be working on some advanced capabilities. We will be moving forward with some great and much more amazing effects today. So, before that, if it's your first workshop and you just got started with Spark here, then what you can do that then you can just download the Spark Studio, have a look at in the to the first workshop that I took yesterday, and then you'll get the proper understanding and the basics of actually how you can get started with the Spark AI Studio software and how you can make a first step with effect. Okay, so let's move on to our first to what we are actually making today. I'll just quickly share my screen and we'll show you that what we are up to for today's workshop. Perfect. So, in the today's workshop, we will be understanding about how you can make a background uh, effect in which you can just have a good background, and that's a really cool effect at the same time because you have seen various effects rolling out on reels and the poll and the stories in which they has a different background, and also it is an amazing thing while you are recording something as well. So yeah, this is what we will be understanding today, at how we can make this, and how we can just have this whole understanding. So okay, let's have a new effect. Let's cut this. So that's what we will be making today. Let's just cut this one. Perfect. So that's what we will be making today. So quickly understand how you can get started with it. Before that, I'll again tell you the basic stuff that we actually discussed yesterday about the Spark AR Studio. That is in the top left side. We have the scene panel in which we have all the things that we need to have. For example, this is in make of the filter. Okay, like for example, if you want to add something, like for example, if you add some retouching to your face, or if you want to add some makeup to your face or anything else, or something or anything like that, then you or everything will be added in to the scene panel. After that, we would be moving further with the bottom left side, which is the asset panel. It's like all the materials or basically assets that you will be needing while making an effect will be provided there, then and there only. Then in the right side, there are the properties and the transformations. Okay, in which you can just play around with the properties. You can play around that how it is working. You can change stuff. You can also change the size of the image or something like that. All those stuff can be done at the right side. Cool. So that's just a brief about Spark AR Studio software that we discussed yesterday. Now let's quickly add on some object. So you can see to the left side that we have various objects. Okay, like we have the face tracker, plane tracker, target tracker, and we have so many amazing, amazing uh, objects that are available to us. Okay, so let's get started and have a canvas object with us. Okay, now we can clearly see what's a canvas. A canvas is a container for laying out 2D objects and making them responsive to the size of the screen. So that's how the canvas is to be done. Okay, it is basically a container for when it comes to the 2D objects. Okay, so that's how, and that's when we actually use a canvas. So we'll just insert canvas to our scene panel, and yeah, it's added. Now when we'll add a canvas, we'll add a rectangle, because ultimately we need to have a change on whole of our screen. Okay, so we actually just added a rectangle to our canvas under the scene panel. Now after adding a rectangle, we would be needing to add a material to it. Okay, let's add a material to it now. uh, so it is again the thing that whenever you are adding an object, there would be a material that you might be adding always. So because ultimately when you actually add an object, that time, like for example, if I'll just remove the material, that's how it looks. Okay, because ultimately we want something else to be put it. Okay, instead of those zebra uh, square. Okay, so that's why we always add a material, and you can easily add the material to the in like from the right side. Here you can see a plus button to the right of the material. If you'll click on it, the material is being added. Now again, I don't want grayish box. So what I'll do, I'll just go to my material. I'll let's change the color of the material. Okay, you can change it if you want to, and something, that's how you can also play around with the material. So for now, we'll be understanding that how we can have a background. Okay, now for that, let's rename the rectangle to the background. Okay, because we ultimately need a background, we don't need a rectangle for now. So we renamed it to a background, and after renaming it to background, now I so think of like this. I need to have a background. Okay, so the whole screen must be covered with it. So okay, so in that case, what you actually need to do, you need to cover the whole screen. For that, to cover the whole screen, what you need to do, you just go to this width option. Okay, and when you click on this, you get an option of fill width. Click on the fill width. The width has been filled. Now, when it comes to the height, you will do the same thing. Click on the height, you will get an option of this fill height. Now, the whole height has been filled. So that's how it works. Okay. So this is the one thing that you just learn. Okay, about the fill width and the fill height. You can also do it manually if you want to. Just go and have a view. Just change the view. Okay. Bring it more, and you can also play around with this like that if you want. Okay, this is also one thing that you can do. Now, apart from that, what you need to do, you made a material. Let's rename the material to the background. Okay, now we added a material to it. Now we added we actually rename our material. Now after renaming it, we'll change the shader type. In the yesterday's workshop, I explained you that there are various shader types that are available to us. So you can also see, I am just telling you that how you can change the shader type and how it works actually. So the shader type can be changed to standard or to the physically based. It all depends what sort of shader type you actually need and you actually want. Okay, so let's get back to our canvas and let's add one more rectangle to it. Now, why we actually added one more rectangle to it? Reason being because now you can see that the person is not visible. Okay, if you'll have a different view, then you'll see that the person is not at all visible. Okay, So for that reason, what we actually need to do, we actually need to add one more what we can say, one more rectangle, so that we can have our person on the front. Okay, and the background should be at the back. Okay, let's rename this rectangle to the person. And then what we actually be doing, we'll be doing the same thing. We'll just fill the width, fill the height, and that's how we're gonna done it. And now we'll also add a material to it. Okay, create new material. Now after doing so, you can also again rename the material to the person. That's how you will be doing it. Okay, now it will be a good question that that will come up to your mind. So what's next? Okay, we actually did the same for the background, but still the person is not visible. So what's next? We're gonna do it. So we will be going to the camera. Okay. I actually explained you in the yesterday's workshop that how a device, camera, focal distance, ambient light, and direction light works. Okay, and what they are for. Okay, and what's the basic thing that is. So we'll go to the camera and we'll add some texture extractions. Okay, we'll add one texture extraction. And also what we'll be adding one segmentation. Now we have an option that we can add three sort of segmentations. We can add person segmentation, hair segmentation, or skin segmentation. Like for example, if you want only skin to be visible in the effect, so that's when you can just add the skin. Okay, but if you want know the whole, you can say the person should be visible over the background, then what you can do, you can have like the person. So for that reason, we'll add the person segmentation for now. And cool, perfect, that's how it's gonna look like. Perfect. So now we're gonna do. Okay, camera extraction is not working. Let me just save it out. Yes. Okay, I guess there might be some glitch. So let me just restart it for now. Recent projects and background filter. We'll go to the camera again. Yeah. Now, yeah. So sometimes what happens, if there is any glitch, what you just need to do, you just need to save your project where it was, and then you need to restart your project. Sometimes it happens, there's a lag, so that's how we like get it done. So yeah. Uh, so I was saying we added a texture extraction of the camera texture, and also we added a segmentation to it of a person. So we added the camera texture and we added the person segmentation. Now, after doing so, what you will be needing to do, you will be going to the person material, and now you will be changing the shader type to flat. And after changing the shader type to flat, you will be adding the texture as the camera texture. Here you can see the person is visible, but the background is not visible. So for that reason, we'll be having an alpha property in which we'll be adding the segmentation texture. That's how it works. I hope it is like very much clear to you all. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment box section. I would be happy to take them on. Okay. Now you can also play around with the property as well. For example, you want something like this. Okay. For example, there are a few effects in which you can see the person uh, fades away. Okay. So you can just play around with the opacity of this as well, and you can make the person not visible. So you actually need to understand that what all functionalities you wanted to add and what all functionalities you want to be added here. Okay, so this is the thing. So that's how you can add a background, okay, in your effect. And for that, we actually just saw two things about the camera texture and about the segmentation mask texture that you might be needed to add it. And also, let's see, like in our asset library, what's available for us. So when you'll go to your asset library, there are various color LUTs that are available. You can just add on some color lust, and also you can play around with the like for example, if you want to play around that, okay, let's make the whole effect as a black and white effect. So that's how you can just add on some color alerts of black and white, you want it to be like make it feel like it like sunlight. Then also you can have those color alerts from here, and it would be really very helpful for you at the same time. So that's how you can actually add a background, you can make it visible. And now what we will be going to understand that, okay, so here we actually got a background, okay, like this. So I'll just quickly show you one two more things again, that what different backgrounds that you can add here. Like you can just download some good backgrounds, okay, like for your like you just can easily download few backgrounds for your phone or something like that. You can download them, and then what you can do, you can just add on to it. I'll just show you quickly that how it's gonna look like. Let's import something from your computer. Let's go to the downloads. Let's add this. Okay, now you can see I've added a background. What you can do, you can go to your materials of the background. You can change the texture to your background. So that's how you can also play around with the background. This is the one thing that you can do, and it's actually fun to do so, because ultimately what you are doing, you can have your own personalized background. Or for example, if you don't have, you can see also, you can also play around with the color of the background. See, this is looking too good. This this is looking so amazing, it actually changed the whole picture. Okay, so that's how you can also change the color. Yeah, so this is looking marvelous right now for me. So this is the one thing. And also, if you'll go to your background, you can see that there the compression is being done. So for now, let's like keep the compression at none, because ultimately we are not adding more and more materials, assets, or 3D objects to our effect for now. So there's actually no need to compress it. I hope so. Okay, if there will be need, I will surely do the compression. So for now, that's how it's going to be look like. We'll just save it, and yeah. And also, there's one thing that I usually love to do is doing the retouching. We'll just click on the plus button, and we'll insert a face tracker to it. Okay, so it's totally up to you that if you want to or not, but this is one thing that actually helps you to have some good impressions. And this actually makes a thing that why people are using your effect. So for example, if you are making some effect that is like that is somehow for your face, for your front camera or selfie camera, something like that. So in that case, try to always apply retouching, some smoothing to your face, because it will obviously enhance the usage of the effect for more and more people. Because ultimately there are various effects that are coming up of background, but what, like why people are using your effect, okay, there must be a difference, right? So this is the one thing you can do. So you'll just go, you'll have a face tracker. Then what you are actually going to do, in your face tracker, you'll add a face mesh that you can easily find here. After adding the face mesh, we'll add a material to it. Let's create a new material. Let's name the material as face mesh material. Now, after adding this material, let's change the shader type to retouching. So, whenever you are having a material of face mesh, you get this option of retouching, else you don't get the option of retouching usually. Not usually, basically, you actually don't. So, we'll go and we'll keep the skin smoothing to 92. Cool. So this is a thing that you can do to enhance the usage of your effect. These are very small things that seems to be very simple and normal, but yeah, it is helpful at the same time, and it is something that I recommend you to do so, because again, like impression is something that we all want. Yeah, and yeah, so this is a thing that you can do, and this is a thing that I used to do. So yeah, that's how you can do. So let's understand how you can publish your effect. Okay, so we'll first save our file, because file because it is very important to save our file. Sometimes your, for example, your laptop or PC gets hanged, so what's next? Yeah, like all the time what happens if somehow your PC or your laptop gets hanged, the still you get an option that yeah, your project that got closed off without saving is still here. You can recover it, but still it is a good practice to keep to like save it, like as frequently. Okay, now what we are going to do, we can also send a link to our profiles to test it on device. Now for that you actually need to add the experience. As I told you yesterday, there are two types of experience. Like the experience can be like sharing experience, video calling experience, and also the ads experience. It's a different thing. If you are running ad, then it's a different experience. So we'll add the sharing experience to it. After adding the sharing experience, we'll click on the done, and yeah, we added the experience. Now we'll send a link to our Instagram, and here the test link would be generated, and it will be I will be receiving a notification on my Instagram that yes, um, your effect is now being added. Okay, so that's how it is going to be done. Yeah, now the test link has been shared on my Instagram. Now what we're going to do, we now what next you will be doing is you'll go to your Instagram, check the notification, click on the effect, try your effect out, and make a demo video. After making the demo video, you'll click on the publish your effect. Okay, click yeah, yes, I want to publish my effect. After clicking on it, it is being uploaded on your Spark AR Hub. As soon as the effect will be uploaded, your Spark AR Hub will be open automatically. That's how it happens. Okay. Now, when the Spark AR Hub gets open, you actually need to add a few things to it. Like you will be needing to add some name to it. Let's have, for example, I had the sky background star, something like that. So let's name it as a sky background, and after that what you need to do, you can just add some categories to it. Okay, what sort of categories you can add? Oh, there's some camera styles, there's some immersive, some selfies, appearance. These are some categories that you can add. After that, you can also have some keywords at the same time. Let's have the keyword of background, sky, stars, bg, background effect, filter, beauty. Let's add keywords, whatever you want to. Then what you need to do, you just need to have a demo video with yourself. You need to choose it from your files that you just made. Now just upload your demo video. If you want, you can have a good thumbnail from your video only, or for example, if you don't want to, then you can have a separate image as your thumbnail as at the same time. Here, that's how it's gonna look like for example, this is my Instagram. So what's gonna be happening, your effect will be showing like this. It's a sky background, and then for example, if you'll upload an image, for example, let's have the this image only. Okay, we'll have this image. Okay, we'll have to sort this up. So that's how it's going to be look like. Okay, and your video. So then you need to click on the submit button. Okay, so what happens like after like within 5 days your effect would be submitted. You'll get a notification that yeah, your effect is approved or rejected. Yeah, if you follow all the uh, guidelines of Facebook, then obviously your effect will be approved. There won't be an issue. Else your effect would be rejected. So it is a good practice to um, follow the Spark AR policies at the same time, so that you don't like have this mess that yeah, your effect is not submitted. So I'll just share my screen again and show you one more thing that you need to keep in your mind. Yeah, so when your effect is being submitted, you can simply search Spark AR Hub. Okay, then you will get the first link. Click on this first link, click on manage effects. When you click on manage effects, you'll be directly directed to the Spark AR Hub board, okay, dashboard. When you'll be like moving to the Spark AR Hub, you can see all your effects that you have uploaded till date, and how's the activity and what sort of response that you are currently getting from these effects. You can understand that how many impressions you are getting. Like for example, if I'll see my lifetime inside, then these many opens that I have received till date, and these many impressions I have received. So this is the one thing that you can do to make your effect uh, stand out. Then you'll go to the effects, then we'll just see one effect, and I'll quickly show you again that how you can actually what we can say, you can actually submit your form when it comes to this. Okay, so let's understand that as well. Cool. So if you want to submit your effect to us, so that you can, so that you would receive meta certificate, for that you actually need to go to the to your effect that you have submitted. You'll get, you can see the three dots at the right side. When you click on the three dots, when you click on the three dots, you can copy your effect ID and put it in the submission form, and then you can copy your own ID and put it in the submission form. So that's how it is done. Then you are asked to share your effect ID. Sorry, you are asked to share your link, okay, of the effect. So many a time students get confused and share this link. So kindly don't do this, because this is your Spark AR effect, this is your own personal thing. So this is something you just can't share. So click on this share button. When you click on the share button, you can see that this is the share link. When you click on this, the link has been copied to your clipboard. You just need to post it in the form. So that's how you can easily share your effect, or we can say you can easily submit your form this like this. And apart from that, we also come up with the Spark AR policies, which are very very important while making an effect to keep in your mind. So first thing first comes is about that the effects uploaded, okay, should be responsive. It shouldn't be lagging anywhere. Okay, as I said, like try to keep it of low MB, because then it won't be lagging or something like that. And again, try to try to have some visual text and voice intents. Okay, but again, these intents must not prompt people to the navigate away. Okay, so for example, don't use anything wrong in all these all these intents. And when it comes to the capabilities, effects must only use capabilities permitted on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, or Portal. Okay, so try to keep this in your mind. Then after that, when it comes to the metadata and media, you actually need to understand one thing, that the names must not be duplicate and it shouldn't be containing your Instagram account. Okay, because it is against the policies. After that, when it comes to the demo videos, don't try to, like, for example, yeah, this is the real time simulation that was available to us. Here you can see that there are various real time simulations that are available for us. So don't use these real time simulations for your demo videos or for your thumbnail, else your effect would be rejected. So don't use that. Okay. After that, it comes to the AR content standards. So you actually need to have a look to the Facebook community standards and the Instagram community guidelines, which is very much important. And also the content must not be violent or harassing or anything wrong for anyone, for any gender, for anyone. It should not have anything wrong in it. Okay. And also, it is written clearly that the content should must not be shocking, sensational, disrespectful, or violent. So keep this thing in your mind as well while making an effect. And also, no online gambling should be there. And keep these things in your mind while making an effect. It will obviously uh, have one thing, that your effect won't be rejected and it will be accepted. But yeah, for example, if you are adding some violent pictures to it, then also there are chances that your effect would be rejected. So if you will keep these things in your mind while making an effect, then it would be a great thing. So this is all about the today's workshop. I would be really happy to see your amazing effects coming, and would be happy to see all of them there. And apart from that, I was yeah, if you haven't checked out the first workshop, please do it, because all the basics are being shared, and all the basic are being taught there only. That how you can get started with it, how you can download the Spark AI Studio and everything. So try to have a look in that first. Okay. Check them out, and after that, it would be great. Then perfect. I'll be sharing the submission form with you in the comments below. You can submit your effect here. I would be happy to see them all. And also, if you submit your effect, you'll be receiving a bona fide certificate from Meta. So why not, if you're a student and you receive a certificate from Meta, so it's a really great and amazing opportunity for you. And this AR is a really amazing thing. So I would just say one thing: try to just try your hands out for once. You're surely gonna love it. And trying a new technology and exploring new technology is truly amazing at the same time every time. So that's all for the today's workshop. Thanks a lot everyone for joining in. It was great having you all. Okay, thanks a lot.